Hey there, you spooky lunchbags, Datsa here, and today I'll be telling you all about my first job. So I actually worked at this huge movie theater, and I was someone that worked in the food court, serving food and working the cashier, all the good things. On my first week on the job, I have this couple with 5 kids, and they're asking me, hey Datsa, we had ice cream for our movie, the almonds in it didn't taste organic. We either want a refund or a whole new ice cream. And they didn't actually have the ice cream. I didn't think anything of it though. So I'm like, alright. I gave them a whole new scoop of ice cream, and they come back 5 minutes later telling me that a week ago when they went to the movie, they got these chicken tenders, they were cold, and they were wondering if they could get them again for free this time. At this point in time, my goody little two-shoe self is sitting there going, alright, I'll still give you some of that good stuff, but the manager swoops in, stops my hand from ringing it up, and gives him a good talking to. He starts raising the roof with his loud voice telling them to get out of this theater, because apparently they do this all the time. That is soliciting food. And then one of them, right before they walk out, says something really loud at me in some kind of language I don't even know. They probably cursed me. And I was looking really stunned because they got some free food out of me. I'm the only one that's supposed to get free food when no one's looking. So that was that. Never saw him again until the next day. So I fast forward a few weeks later and I'm getting everything down. I'm learning how to make food. And by most things, I just mean any kind of food that basically gives you diabetes. It was pretty bad. There I was, working the register again. It was another calm night, people come in really slowly, and this girl, she shows up. She looks about 30, and she starts ordering alcohol. But the problem is that we have this tiny little search engine in the computer where it searches for any alcohol you type in, but they're all abbreviated. So I gotta know these 4-letter abbreviations by heart. So I'm telling this girl, like, this'll be a minute, I don't know my alcohol facts. Everything's abbreviated. And she looks at me and says, you're a teenager and you don't know your alcohol facts? That's pretty hot. And when I'm looking at her, I'm like, I don't know what to say. If I respond to this, then my girlfriend would probably assassinate me. So I gotta stop right here. So what ends up happening is we have this long, drawn out eye contact where I have no response and she's just looking at me. And it was like one of the most awkward times of my life. I finally rang up her food and let her be off, but I was just sitting there like, alright, well that happened. Now I gotta say this, the people that caused me the most adventures were definitely those who also worked at the movie theater. Everyone's your best friend, let me tell you. When you're working at the food court, they want those fries, they want something free out of you. I had people asking me if they wanted to hang out for lunch, and I know exactly why they want that, because I get free food and I could totally make them free food too. We had these dollar bills, these achievement dollar bills that you could turn into the gift store and get some kind of prize. And they've been trying to bribe me with that stuff. They're like, dude, you know, this is worth at least $5. And I'm looking at this guy going, nah, dude, that Monopoly currency ain't worth anything. Get that out of my face. They cut that stuff out after it stopped working. But let me tell you, they started showing up with money this time. And not the amount of money you needed to actually buy anything. Just like $1 or $2 asking for a $10 meal. They're showing me these $2 and I'm looking at them like, nah, dude, you can't be that good of a friend. You only have $2. Although it wasn't all fine and dandy for the food court staff either. We had this guy that he got 3 big trays, those styrofoam little trays that you put stuff in, right, to go. They had 3 of those, and he would stuff them to the max with food, so much that he couldn't close them. He would get so bad that he would actually be taking other people's orders and putting it in his tray. And I'm looking at him like, dude, those wings took 10 minutes to fry. What are you doing? That's for a customer. And the one time we had a really mad customer about this, I had to tell her, look lady, the movie doesn't start until 30 minutes after it says it starts. And this makes her even more mad. So I call over the manager, the same one that yelled at those people who got free food, shows up and starts yelling at her back. And I'm looking behind me, the guy that's stockpiling food for a nuclear war starts putting the hot wings on a plate to give to her with his hands without gloves. She got her wings, so that was that. I don't know if there's any silver lining to this, but I did get a lot of free food at food court, so I can't really complain otherwise. This has been Datsa, and remember that nothing awesome happens inside of your comfort zone. See you next Saturday.